show you how to do this slinging honey today. This is last year's honey. See, that's closest thing to sourwood we're gonna get, I guess. We're gonna take a fork and cut these caps off. Some people's got a knife. I just rather do it this way. Just barely scrape it and scrape off the top on both sides. And the honey, I got a slinger over here. I'm gonna put it in the slinger, and it's gonna sling this honey out in this big tub, and then later on I will run it in a 5-gallon bucket and let it sit for a day or two. And all these caps right here will come to the top, and all you got to do is scrape them off the top. The honey be clear in the jar. That's what it looks like when I take the caps off. It's one side. I can sling 4 at a time. So I'm going to turn it over here in just a second and uncap the other side. You need to remember, always hold it up like this so it won't run out while you taking the caps off. It's very simple to do. It's just a little bit of time consuming. My bees made this honey last year, and I'm hoping to have some more this year. Only the weather might, for where the crop rates with me, I will have some sourwood. Comes in about the middle of this month, and the bees make more honey from sourwood trees. So hopefully I will have some more honey later on this summer. Okay, this is ready to go in the slinger. Okay, I put it in the slinger just like that right there. And do one more, then I can sling. I already got a couple in there. Most people like honey. It's really good for you. These caps right here is actually good for you too. So you know, I'm putting them in the jar here. I save them to eat on myself. Take a tablespoonful a day, and it's good for allergies and everything, and all together good for you. Okay, there's another side done. To this side here. See how pretty that is? This is all natural. That's the results we get from honeybees. I really love honey. I love messing with honeybees. Okay, I'm ready to sling now. A little honey here. Sling 4 at a time. Okay, I'm ready to turn her on, and hopefully everything works all right.
Explain how it works.
Turn this on, it slings. It's stainless steel, this thing is, and the way it works, I flip this switch and it'll turn and it'll sling honey out against the sides and it'll run down in the tub, and then I actually turn these racks around to sling the other side because it's capped up on both sides, and it ain't hollow all the way through. You gotta turn it around. At least that's what I think anyhow, and that's the way I've been doing it. So here we go. We're gonna flip her on and see what happens.
Got it going.
Right now we are slinging it out good. I'm fixing to turn it off and flip it over. Okay. See the results.
Wow. Don't take long at all, does it?
No, it's just a little bit of time consuming. Turn around this way. Let's see. Right side. This is how it needs to. Turn it. No, did I?
I don't think you did. Mm-mm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Is there another way to get honey out besides slinging it?
Well, you can cut it out, and some people cap it. I have heard people capping it and propping it up, and it would actually run.
Let it run down.
Yeah,
in a jar.
Run down in a jar. Or run down in a tub, and then they would take and. I need to find me a.
Okay. Dang.
That's the results of getting the honey out.
That's one rack. He put 4 in there. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more to go in this one. Is this all you're slinging? All you're slinging?
I've got 2 more.
Okay, so he's got 6 left in this one. He's got 2 more supers to go to sling. We won't film the whole process. I don't have enough space on my SD card, but yeah.
Okay, now we'll get 4 more ready.
Look at all that honey.
Look at that right there. How pretty. That's God's creation right there. this honey right here. Honey, one thing about honey never gets old. Real honey never turns to sugar. You buy honey in a store, keep it for a little while, it turns to sugar. Real honey don't do that. No, this is honey never has to be refrigerated. You can open up a jar of honey. Never has to be sealed like you do green beans and stuff. It don't have to be sealed like that. You can open it up, and when you open it up, it's good to go. You can leave it sitting on your eating table. Have honey all the time there, and it never turn old.
They have found honey in jars in Egypt that's thousands of years old, and the honey's still good.
See, I've shut that door. Honeybees starting to come in here. I've got honeybees out there. I don't know, just out in the woods a little ways from me here, and don't take them long to find it usually. When they find it, they're gonna come to it, and they worry you to death.
Yeah, we had to shut the doors.
But that's just something you gotta do.
Where'd that one go?
I don't know.
I have a question. What are the caps made of?
Caps. Well, actually, bees has got glands in their body that they actually make the caps. Along with water, when they're making comb, they use water. You see them watering creeks and rivers and ponds, mud holes. When you see that, bees is making comb. And
is the cap the same material that the comb's made out of?
yeah, and it's got a mixture, I guess, of different things.
Pollen
and different things. It's good for you to eat the caps.
Because if you're allergic to pollen,
right,
it helps you build an immunity to it.
Right, it can be good for allergies and stuff. And honey is good for a lot of things. A lot of people don't realize it. Honey is good for. It's good for your system, good for your stomach, it's good for.
It's good to put on your face too if you have pimples. Like if you're a teenager and you start getting a bunch of pimples and you're self-conscious about it.
Good for, yeah.
My wife did that when she was younger.
It's good for cuts. Affected areas. If you put a little honey on affected areas and just keep putting it on there, it will. It can actually heal infections. A lot of people don't know that.
Sorry if the lighting's bad now, but we had to shut the door because the bees were coming in. But we'll make do.
How bad is it?
It ain't real bad. It just wasn't as good as it was. This camera's really good in low light conditions, so it ain't really no big deal.
I'll get me a screwdriver here.
And a lot of people eat the comb of the honey.
Oh yeah.
It don't really taste like nothing. I've had it before.
It's really good. Chew on.
People don't like the texture a lot of times though. It's a lot like oatmeal. Like if you were to eat oatmeal with honey on it, that's probably what it tastes like. Closest thing I can think of. And that honey dripping. Can I taste it?
Oh yeah.
Good. I thought honey was thicker than that, though.
It's thicker than you think. It's just warm right now and it's a little runny. That's the reason I'm slinging it today, because it's a good time to sling honey when it's good and warm.
I'm not a big fan of honey. I think it's too sweet and big. Like if I had a biscuit and was dipping it in it or something, I wouldn't like that. It's too much honey. But I like to eat a tablespoon or so.
Honey and butter and biscuits, you can't beat it. Just a little bit of time to do this, but ain't too bad.
This is what takes the most time, getting the caps off. This is the first time I've seen him do it too, so I'm learning. This will be going in the Beekeeping with Dad playlist. Don't have a lot of views on it yet, but
it's a sticky job, but the results is dynamite, out of this world.
now how much honey will you get out of all of this, you think? How many jars, quart jars?
Usually a full rack, a full super rack, will make a 1 quart.
Wow.
So
you've already got 8 quarts
possible.
after this,
Possible.
and you ain't even got into the other 2 supers.
Right.
If you sell them $5 a quart, which is cheap because honey is expensive, there are people selling it for $12 a quart, which I think is ridiculous.
It's actually higher than that.
Liquid gold.
You don't have sourwood every year. People can have bees and,
Now, is sourwood a type of tree?
yep, it's a tree. Blooms about, in a couple of weeks it'll be blooming. It's starting to bud out now, I think. And if it don't rain a whole lot and the wind don't blow a whole lot, then we can have some more sourwood honey. But it's got a lot to do with the weather, and it's hit and miss a lot of times. I might make sourwood here at the house, and then I got some bees elsewhere. I got some bees 5 miles down the road. Might not make no sourwood down there, and there'd be trees down there blooming. It's got a lot to do with the weather. So sourwood ain't something that you get every year. It's hard to get, which it ain't pure sourwood. Somebody tell you they got pure sourwood honey. It's not so. You can't have such thing. You can't have just pure. Now you can have something close, that the honey is clear, you know, and you know it was June honey. Then you know it is sourwood, but it's got a mixture, you know, of clover and different other flowers that's blooming at the time.
You can't make bees just go to one thing.
No, they got a mind of their own. But you can have something close to pure sourwood, but there's not such thing as pure sourwood. Hey, we're ready to sling again. I think when I flip that on, it'll pull it. The gravity will pull it.
It should. Centrifugal force.
Here we go again. We're going to sling 4 more.
There you go.
Don't you look what I did?
What happened?
I put one side in there without being decapped. Tell you what, made a mistake.
Nobody's perfect.
It's all right.
I bet you'll have a bunch of honey flowing out of there now.
We'll get her this time.
Do they make a bee decapper tool or?
Yeah, they've got tools that do it. They got hot knives, they call them, and I don't like to use hot knives because it can scorch honey. And they got a knife. They got decappers. It's real flimsy knives, but
As you can see, he's using a fork.
I use a fork because I know then I can reach in there and get it. Sometime your honey, if your gum ain't level, then your wax won't be level out to the very edge of the wood to where you can use a knife. So that's the reason I like using a fork. If you use a fork, you can't mess up that way. Unless you just don't do it just like I just did. Because these other three, I can flip them over. See there? Honey's out of it.
Wow.
It's very interesting to watch. Very interesting to do. It's just
Is this an actual honey slinger, or did somebody make this?
this is actually a honey slinger. This thing was actually bought. It actually belongs to my daddy. He's got a few stands of bees. Here we go again. Gotta be careful not get my fingers hung up in that thing. It'll break your fingers off.
And ruin the honey.
Right. I don't want to ruin the honey for nothing.
Ain't worth the finger, is it?
One of these I gotta flip back around. Can't remember which one it was. I believe it was that one, ain't it? I'm not sure. Okay, that one's done. Ain't got no weight to it. That's another thing. Honey is real heavy. Super.
It's really dense. It's really dense. Honey is thick.
Yeah, it's real thick. And,
Very viscous. Very, not very viscous, I mean.
and the thing about honey, this is what you call a super honey. And a super honey can weigh anywhere 50 to 60 pounds.
Dead bees.
There's a honeybee.
Shine in here. I want to see the honey. Wow.
It's in the bottom of the tub.
That's amazing. After you sling these, we'll go ahead and end the video. We're running low on time here.
Okay. Hope y'all learned a little bit about how to sling honey. They make, my great uncle, he had a honey slinger, and they still sell them like this. Actually, just you turn it yourself like an old time ice cream maker. You turn it yourself with your hand. My uncle had one of those. My great uncle. I'm fond of this electric one. It
Yeah.
gets her done.
Looks like to me it'd be kind of hard to sling it, to turn it fast enough to.
Flip of a switch is a whole lot better. You notice how it's sort of going in there. It ain't out to the very edge of the wood. If you got your bee gum level, them bees most of the time will make that wax come all the way out to the very edge. They're amazing how they do this. But if you honey is one of the hardest things it is to get. A lot of times everybody's wanting local honey. Everybody I know of, they say, you got any honey? You got any honey? I mean, I can.
Yeah, Sonya wants a jar.
If I had a tractor trailer loaded down with honey, I believe I could sell it. Guess I better sling them. I guess I'll sling these two right here. If you don't, it'll be uneven.
After this, we'll end the video.
Huh?
After this, end the video. Sorry for the amateur recording. We're learning. Started off with a tripod on there, but get better results me holding it.
All right, here we go again.
Is this table made for this honey slinger? Is this table made for this honey slinger? The reason I asked is because it has those
Yeah, the guy that we
the eye hooks to looks like to hold it down or something.
Yeah, it is. I just didn't fool with doing that, but the guy actually made this table for this. You see right there, there's the end results of slinging honey. All empty. I will actually take this out there and with the bees, let the bees clean it up. When I get done with this tub, get all the honey out, I'll probably put it outside here. Let the bees clean all the honey out of it. And then I will actually take and clean it up myself and then put it back up. Okay, I've been slinging honey. I've got it slung out now, bigger portion, most of it. Here's the finished results of running out the spout. I run it in this bucket and then I will wait a day or two and then I will take and dip all the wax off the top and then I put it in jars. I hope I don't have more than a 5-gallon bucket full. If I do, I'm out of luck.
Well, you about halfway there now. How much is left in there? Not much.
Y'all had something to eat. You want something? Well, why are you saying? Oh,
Anyhow, ain't that pretty coming out of there? Had a biscuit and butter would be right.
We should dump it on Mama. Stick your head in there and drink it.
It's a lot of honey. 5-gallon bucket of honey. I know it don't look so pretty right now, but you know before long, when I get all that wax out of it and stuff, it'll be just pretty and clear.
The wax he's talking about is the white stuff you see. It'll float to the top and he'll scoop it off. And it'll just be golden honey.
I didn't realize it'd be this much. I just didn't think about it. Should have bought me another bucket. Pretty stuff right there. Good tasting too.
Looks like it's puking. Blah.
Anyhow, that's what it's amazing how God created a bee that can actually make this honey, and so this is a gift from God. Guess that's it. As far as video, and running out of time here on the camera here, recorder. But anyway, hope you enjoy watching this about slinging honey and all. I don't know a whole lot about it myself. It's just what I've been taught down through the years from my parents and my grandparents and great uncles. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and maybe we'll get some more videos on there sometime. Thank you.